2 minutes until we are live and Bitcoin is slipping, but some memes are pumping. I got a video coming out later today on, I know a meme you guys want to hear a lot about, but in this video we got to focus on inflation. It's the big picture. Smash like, subscribe, let's get in. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. Happy thirsty Thursday, and not for a drink, but for gains. That's what you're thirsty for, I bet. Unfortunately, people are getting scared again. People are scaredy cats, and we are seeing hesitation in the crypto markets. And we might be seeing that because we might be seeing some hesitation from the Fed. Maybe the 0.5% rate cut was a little too bold. Some people are speculating today, and so we've got to talk a little bit about it. In this video, we got to talk a little bit about it. If you guys enjoy a good old live stream on a beautiful Thursday and you want to get the updates on what we're seeing in the market, well, you're in the right place. You should subscribe to the channel. You should smash the like button and boom shakalaka. Shout out to John316. Shout out to Johnny Legacy. Thanks for the love, man. Chris in the chat. We got George from Cryptos Are Us in the chat. Is it the real George? I'll leave that up to you. Pepe in the chat. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I know a lot of people out there want to hear about what I think about the Mystery Mary token and what's going on with that community today, and I will just touch on it in this video at the end, so stick around. But I have a full-fledged Mystery Mary coin video coming later today because there's some news that we got to talk about. A lot of rumors going around that people are speculating on. We like speculation sometimes, but you got to be careful. We got to stay smart, so we're going to try to do that. I don't do financial advice. However, I will bring the entertainment. I will bring the consistent crypto news Monday through Friday on these live streams for yous, all the yous out there. Right around, 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's my time to go live on my lunch break. So that's the plan. Here we are doing it again. Welcome back. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. And let's get in there. Let's get in here and look at the data. Look at the facts. Okay. I'm a little tired today. Now, as people are asking me, how's baby Kip? Baby Kip's good. I got a baby, a little girl. She's getting her little baby acne. It's cute as could be. But she's doing good. We had Grandma and Grandpa over the last 2 nights. They helped us catch up on sleep. I got about 7 hours of sleep last night and 8 hours of sleep the night before. That's pretty good. But it's only because we had help and we didn't have to do the night shifts. Support system is incredible. It takes a village to raise a kid. It's unbelievable. And some people got to do it alone. And hey, If you can do that, you're a champion. And we could do it, but why do it if you got the help? That's what I say. Hey, if the family wants to help, if they want to love on the little baby, I'll let them do it. And I think y'all want to love on your portfolio and your little baby, whatever that might be, whether it's a meme coin, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Ethereum, you're looking for a pump. And so am I. And you guys know this by now that historically speaking, these are accumulation zones. I see some people buying the dip on stacks, which I very, very much like. You know what? We saw an incredible dip for stacks over the last little bit. In fact, let's see what the biggest losers are in the last 7 days. Is stacks up there? Stacks is. It is one of the biggest losers over the last 7 days. You know how I feel about this. Caspa 2. Are you taking advantage of this dip? Are you taking advantage of these gifts? I put out a question in the chat for you. A very simple one. Will we still see a green October for Bitcoin? Yes. Say 63% of you. No, say 39% of you. We'll see. We will see, and we'll explore it a little bit. Now, there is some stories coming out today regarding inflation. That's why the thumbnail is that. That's why the headline is that. Looking at some of the big movers, however, today, Uniswap is green. Mantra's slightly green. For some reason, Uniswap's pumping today. I don't exactly know why, but Uniswap's undervalued, guys. It had a very big dip after the SEC came after them. And now it's pumping right now. Below $10, I think, is an incredible deal for Uniswap. Where was the Uniswap token in the last bull market? What did it get up to in the last bull market? It was all the way up to, whoa, $43. So over 5x away, I believe, is what the math would be there. That's a good potential gain. I think it's reasonable to think that Uniswap is going to take a new all-time high. You know, like I say it all the time, you know, in cryptocurrency, my friends, in a parabolic bull market, which we should hypothetically be entering here very soon, post-halving, presidential election year, Bitcoin has touched a new high, but total market cap has not taken a new high. Institutions are buying. I've said this a lot. In a crypto parabolic bull market, you can get 10x gains very easily. You could, in fact, probably pick 5 random tokens out of the top 100 cryptocurrencies and have a decent chance at getting a 10x. I say, put on a blindfold, take 5 coins out of the top 100, throw them on a dartboard, throw those darts at the dartboard, or take the top 100 coins, throw 5 darts, whatever 5 coins those darts land on, you might find a 10x, but that's not what we like to do. We like to have a reason, a method behind the madness, and betting on the top DEX on Ethereum probably isn't a terrible bet. You know, probably isn't a terrible bet. I think Ethereum's not dead. Some people think that Ethereum's out and Solana is the only future, or, you know, I think there's a room for a lot of different chains to succeed. A lot of L2s coming to Ethereum. You know, Uniswap is probably going to be sticking around for a very long time. It's one of the OGs, still one of the biggest airdrops in history. Now, we've had some other bigger ones since that. Jupiter had a very big one. Jupiter, also the largest DEX on Solana, probably a decent bet as well. That's extremely discounted right now as well. But just looking at CoinMarketCap, what are your big losers over the last 24 hours? We've got a couple of them. Aptos is down. This meme coin Nero, which was pumping lately, is coming down. Again, I tell you guys, don't FOMO into these candles. I told you guys that Sui could easily come back down below $2. $2 is going to be tough resistance. I told you break above $2. I told you once we get above $2, we're probably going to try to find support. Could break back down below. That's exactly what happened. Nailing those predictions right now for you guys. I hope you've been able to make some excellent trades on those. I've given you some excellent trading signals on some of that, so I hope you've enjoyed it. The FTX token coming down as it should be. I don't like FTX token. It's ridiculous that this thing even is still on CoinMarketCap because FTX is obviously a defunct exchange at this point. But there are some great discounts right now over the last 24 hours. But, you know, I really like to shop most over the last 7 days. And, you know, I think we could potentially see more discounts, especially if Bitcoin keeps slipping. Right now, Bitcoin coming in at $60,000. Are we going to hold this level? I think we very well could. Bitcoin at 60K should find some support. If it doesn't, however, we could easily slip back down to 51, 52K, which would be shocking for October, which is why I put out the question, will we still see a green October for Bitcoin? And there is definitely a reason for the move downward for Bitcoin today. We are right now down 4.43% in the month of October. We want a green October, but now the conversation is changing. CPI bolsters hawkish view that Fed rate cuts need to be gradual. What happened last Fed FOMC meeting is that we cut the rates by 0.5% is how much this, the Fed cut the rates by. And right now, we're actually seeing that the Fed's preferred core measure, which eliminates volatile food and energy price index, rose 3.3% compared to the expectations of a 3.2% rise. And so this came in hotter than expected, which is not a good thing for inflation overall. And so what that means potentially is that the 0.5% rate cut was a little too much, a little too aggressive, too much too soon. Now we're seeing, this report, according to some Fed watchers, is unlikely to change the path outlined by some policymakers for smaller future cuts following an initial 50 basis point reduction in September. Now, looking over at the stats and the data for what we can expect for a Fed rate cut, we've been at like 90% for a while, but I will say this. Actually, we were at like 95%. At one point, we were thinking maybe a 0.5% rate cut. Then we saw some data come out. Then it was like, okay, we're only going to get a 0.25% rate cut. Now we're seeing a 10% chance that there's no rate cut at all, which is more than you might expect. But with the CPI data, this could continue to climb. This could get up to 20%. This could get up to 25%. Heck, this could go to 50%. It could go to more. I don't exactly know how it's going to pan out. I can't quite predict how this is going to shift, but I will tell you that the CPI data today is causing some fear in the market. So there's a lot of stories going on about this right now. A lot of people are concerned about this. The Fed still wants to progress slowly, so I still think that the 25-point cut is on the board. Some people are saying that they think that the Fed stands pat for the rest of the year, adding that the central bank's pivot in September was a jumbo-sized cut. It was certainly premature. So you've got a debate going on right now. You can see that inflation's still not so good. Some inflation's coming down. But, auto insurance, yeah, did your auto policy go up? Mine did too. Auto insurance is getting more expensive. So is medical insurance. I actually do group health plans for a living. Rates are, on average, higher this year. They're quite high for renewals. So that's not so great to see. But some people are saying more rate cuts are coming amid a solid economy. I think we'll get a 0.25% rate cut. I mean, that's what the data shows. That's what the stats project. This wasn't great data, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We'll just see. We have to keep an eye on it, though. The S&P 500 hit a new all-time high yesterday or the day before on the weekly time frame. We're still in price discovery mode for the S&P 500, which is very bizarre because historically speaking, the S&P 500 and Bitcoin if S&P goes up, Bitcoin goes up more. If the S&P comes down, Bitcoin goes down more. It's historically what we've seen. Right now, Bitcoin's going down while the S&P 500 is going up. I think it's only a matter of time before the bears get exhausted in Bitcoin. They start to get wrecked, and then we see this wonderful, wonderful thing that you've all been waiting for, looking at the liquidation heat map. We've been peeking at this for a while. There's still all those beautiful, wonderful, spectacular shorts that need to be liquidated up at that $70,000 range, millions and billions of dollars that are likely going to be liquidated at some point here at around 70K. And so we're just kind of waiting on the short squeeze. We don't have it yet, but inevitably it will be coming. I don't know why it's not showing the billions, because there's definitely still billions up here. Sometimes I have an issue with the liquidation heat map. Anyway, put your vote. Do you think we're going to have a bullish October or not? Hey, Simon Kelly, how's it going? Buff Link in the chat. Did you guys hit the like button? I know Buff Link did. I know that all y'all did in the chat. Welcome, 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 guys. Smash the like on your way in. So, inflation fears. That's the big story on the day. But the S&P going up kind of gives me hope that we're going to continue to see some more upside for Bitcoin as well. The fact that it's not going up doesn't make a ton of sense to me right now. NVIDIA is looking like it wants to buck ahead to new highs as well. Breakout mode could be coming for NVIDIA. A lot of people like to correlate AI crypto plays with NVIDIA. If NVIDIA bumps to new highs, and I think, your Fetch AI, your, what is it now? The Super Compliant Alliance Computer Coin, you know what I'm talking about. That could be getting a pump as well. I'm really tired, actually, so my brain's not working spectacularly right now, but that's okay. That's okay. I know some people want me to talk about Mario. We'll touch on that later on, but today we are seeing, some of the tech stocks going up, which is kind of cool to see. Couple, NVIDIA really actually being one of the only ones. Tesla is calm to flat. Inflation fears. What is the S&P at actually today? Is the S&P up? Is the S&P up? I don't know. Is it down a little bit? The S&P's down a little bit today. Inflation fears, guys. Inflation fears. So those are the facts on inflation. And here's an article by Cointelegraph. Bitcoin digest U.S. nightmare CPI. That's some big language for you. Jobs data hangs. Jobs data as well came out, which, kind of caused some more fear. 60K hangs in the balance. I want to go right down to this point. Somebody over here says, we remain hopeful of an October rally as long as the $60,000 key support level remains intact. Well, U.S. equities indices rallied last night, and the S&P 500 notching a new high. The same level of optimism was not seen in crypto as selling pressures reignited, possibly due to news of more Silk Road BTC selling, because the U.S. Supreme Court just said, hey, United States of America, you can sell the billions in Bitcoin you have. I think it's like $4.6 billion. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's why this is coming down. I think it's a combo of that and inflation fears, but I remain bullish. I do want to see Bitcoin, though, remain at that $60,000 level, which did we keep it? Are we still? And we lost it. It's over. It's over. We're crashing. Panic sell. Panic. Don't panic sell. Don't panic sell. We just dipped below 60K right now live. We are having a market stream crash exactly like on the thumbnail. I didn't want to see this. I don't want to see this. Where could we go from here? We could easily find, 58K support, maybe 57. We could see a bounce. We could easily see another bounce at, 54 range, but we could easily come down to 51K. That would be crazy if we came all the way down to 51K, 52K to end the month, and then went into a skyrocketing blast-off mode at the end of October, which I still think is possible. I really do think it's possible. 68% of you guys have voted in the chat. Will we see a green October for Bitcoin? 68% of you guys say yes. 34% of you guys say no. I lean bullish still. Things can change on a dime for Bitcoin. Right now, Ethereum's back down to $2,300. You see Pepe coin coming back down after a nice little pump lately. Brett coin also coming back down. Crow coin hanging in at that 8 cent. Actually, I don't think this is accurate for CRO. I don't think it's accurate for CRO. Let's see what Crow coin's doing. I know we got a lot of Crow coin fans in the chat. Let me get a good price in there for Crow coin for you. See what's going on with that. Give me one sec here, guys. Let me get you situated, okay? Yep, down to 7.45 and possibly headed lower. As Bitcoin shows weakness, your altcoins will show weakness as well, my friends. So Bitcoin versus altcoins. Bitcoin crashes, altcoins crash harder. That's just how she goes, unfortunately, guys. Like I said, Sui had the token unlock. It hit a high level here at like $2. Almost took out a new high. Very, very close. Found resistance. Not surprising. This thing could come all the way down to $1.60. Heck, it could come all the way back down to $1.13, especially if Bitcoin slips down to 52K. I think that a lot of these altcoins, though, are going to go much higher. Squeeze an easy 10x. I think, Fetch, FET, Supercomputer Alliance coin or whatever is a good buy. This is not the current price. Let me get that situated for you as well. I'll pull that up. Because, again, if NVIDIA is going to new highs, then Fetch AI could easily get another pump as well. Right now, it's at a big dip. So, probably a great discount, honestly, to buy this coin. Could it come lower? Yeah, it could come back down to $1. A lot of these coins are around $1. $1 is a very popular psychological price level for some of these coins. I know that Stacks right now, Stacks is at a very big discount. Imagine sleeping on Stacks, which, by the way, update on the Nakamoto upgrade. Right now, the testnet is live. Some people are trying transactions that are going lightning fast. Some of the transactions are failing because it has not officially gone. There's not a hard fork yet. They got to pick the next block to actually go live with this, but I'm not going to be surprised to see Stacks dip all the way down to $1.40 or something like that. Bounce off this blue trend line that I've had drawn out, and I'm just going to pull this thing out a little bit. Just a very reasonable level for it to tap down to before we pump back up, and that would be a almost 3x to the previous high. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? That would be incredible. I think that it's possible. I think that it's possible, guys. So what else we got going on in crypto? Looked at this Let's talk about this story with Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler says it's unlikely this stuff is going to be a currency, talking about crypto. Gary said that the agency is merit neutral, and the investing public will get to decide through disclosures if there's utility for any given cryptocurrency. It doesn't really seem like that's the true approach he's saying. That's what he's saying, you know, he's doing, but that's not really the truth. He's a big fat liar. Maybe he's not fat. He's a skinny little liar, actually. You know, but he even just does allude to he taught some of the stuff at MIT and so forth. And so I'm just going to say this. These debates literally go back to Plato and Aristotle. This 3,000 years of history, hundreds of great nations, thousands of nation states. We tend to have one currency per geographic economic state. We tend to not even have bimetallism. I think he's talking about like gold, silver, like it's more so towards gold. I don't really know what he means. You know, and he's talking about 3,000 years ago. Was a computer around in 3,000 years ago? Did you have an email 3,000 years ago? Could you make transactions on the blockchain 3,000 years ago? It's crazy that he's, you know, pointing to this because, yes, he did teach this stuff at MIT. And if you watch his lectures at MIT, he's actually a huge crypto bull. What changed between when he was at MIT and when he became the head of the SEC? Probably the fact that his pockets were lined with money from people that said, be anti-crypto. Use your agency as a weapon against this industry because it's a threat to our business. Is whoever lined his pockets is what probably they said to him. You know, you want one currency because it's a store of value, a medium exchange, a unit of account. It has tremendous economics and network. Gensler said, so it's unlikely this stuff is going to be a currency. It's going to have to show its value through disclosure, through use, the same way you picks amongst the thousands of securities that are listed on the stock exchange. He's got a lot of lines, but it's all a bunch of nonsense in my opinion. I think he's a liar, and you know what? I think he's a con man, and you know, I'm not the only one. The SEC commissioner confesses its approach to crypto has fueled disaster for the whole industry. We have not provided interpretive guidance, says SEC's Mark Yuda. I don't know how to say his name. There is conflict. There is turmoil within the SEC itself. Gary Gensler ain't going to be around for a long time, guys. There is infighting going on because they know that Gary Gensler has taken a terrible approach, which is why you see some individuals stepping down, which is why you see the SEC commissioner going out against Gary Gensler and his overreach. Crypto.com accuses the SEC of overreach. There you go. Crypto.com getting more headlines again. Good things for Crypto.com. Good things for the crypto industry to see headlines of, you know, people accusing the SEC of being unfair. We do have this also coming out just in $9.57 trillion asset manager asset manager investing company. Charles Schwab survey shows almost half of its respondents plan to invest in Bitcoin and crypto ETFs. 55% want to go to U.S. equities. 45% want to go into currencies. Bonds are much less popular. Real assets are less popular. International equity is extremely less popular. And then there's alternatives, which are even less popular. Cryptocurrencies are huge. Charles Schwab, bullish on Bitcoin. Are you? Are you? I am. And eventually the banks will get into crypto, and Ripple is launching a crypto storage services for banks in a bid to diversify. Ripple said they are launching a slew of features aimed at helping banks and fintechs store digital tokens as a part of a broader push into crypto custody. This is good for crypto. This is good for Ripple and XRP. I like to see these stories. You should as well. Let's talk about the pump on the mystery Mary token that we had today very quickly. After the Discord wallet drainer hack issue that was in 10 minutes fixed, this coin dumped, and then it reclaimed its price action, and then 2 days later it is pumping today around speculation on a potential exchange listing. Not going to talk too much more about this, but I will say at one point this coin was up 50% when I woke up this morning. Got to a $10 million market cap. People are taking profit. That's natural. I'm going to leave it at that for now. This thing's coming down. Bitcoin's coming down. No surprises there. Is it going to get listed? Well, tune into my video later today on the Mystery Mary token, where I will be talking more about that Bitcoin. Right now, $59,500. Is it going to find a floor? Is it not going to find a floor? I don't know. I think we're still going to see a green October. 61% of you guys in the chat agree. And then another 40% of you guys don't. So we'll see. Washing out the weak hands, says Chris. Washing out the weak hands. Solid Snake, looking forward to my Mary video. I already recorded. I recorded it right before this, so I'm going to post that for you guys later today. What else is going on, guys? Chris Klein in the chat. How's it going, Chris? Legacy Legends been asking me, do I hold XRP? I don't. There's other coins that I think are going to have more gains than XRP. I've been very transparent about that. I think that XRP is a good token to trade. I know a lot of people are excited about it. I think that also what happens with Ripple and the SEC and the XRP token is going to be very important for what happens with the broader crypto markets. So I talk about it because it's a thing that people like to speculate on for the broader industry. So I think it's important to give updates. And I think that some people that are holding big bags of that can make a ton of money. But as for me, I don't really want to buy that coin because I don't like the idea of the banker's token. I kind of call it the banker's token. I don't really love the idea of that. Instead, I like Bitcoin and I like low cap altcoins that I have high conviction on. Can't give a shout out to that yet, Simon. Need more gains. Gotta see that thing get a bigger market cap. I don't have any of that. Yeah, too low market cap for me. All right, guys. Bitcoin coming in at 59,500 right now. Slipping and dipping. I know, Simon. I know. That's a dangerous game. Bitcoin coming at 59,000. Fears of, inflation. So, bada bing, bada boom. Guys, I got to get to work. That is all I have for you in this one. Inflation fears is what's going on today. If you want to trade some of your favorite coins like XRP or Casper, whatever it might be, some of these things are on good dips right now. You want to buy them? Well, you can sign up for Blowfin. Use our link pinned in the comment section, pinned in the description as well down below. You want to leverage trade and test that out a little bit. Blowfin is a great place to do it. No KYC required. Free money when you sign up using our link. That's all I have for you in this one, though. I am Crypto Kip. This is a Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, DCA HODL. Until next time, my friends, hang in there. Bitcoin's slipping, but I think it's a big discount. Could we go lower? We could, but more discount. Max leverage I would use. Oh, it depends. I mean, am I going on a 5-minute time frame or am I going on a 2-day, 2-week time frame? Longer the time frame, lower the leverage. You know, if I'm going to degen in with a massive leverage play, it's going to be lickety split. You got to get in and you got to get out in a couple hours, in an hour, and 15 minutes sometimes. Do your own research, my friends. As always, till next time, I'll see you in the next one. Peace, y'all. CZ loves crypto. So do I. Peace.